Day 51 just got dropped off by the Angels Rest shuttle, and it's late. It's about 10:40 in the morning, so getting a late start. It's a problem when you go into a town for a hostel like that. You're at their mercy as far as when you leave. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. Right now it's not raining, so that's a joy. We'll see how long that lasts. It's supposed to be raining all day, all night, and then slowly stop tomorrow for a couple days. So thank goodness all my gear is still wet. My shoes are still wet from yesterday. So we'll see how far we get. Take care. Have a good one. Don't imagine it's normally this spectacular, but with all the rain we've been having, falls are looking nice. There's just a little stream here, so I doubt that you can normally even see a waterfall. So look at that. Pretty cool. I was amazed at the duration of the hostel stay with so many people there. There was some people there who had been there 4 days because the weather's been so bad. There was only 3 of us leaving out of 18 of us. We're going back to the trail today, and I think I was the only one that came in yesterday, so didn't zero. The only person out of 18 who didn't zero. It's amazing. It's tough getting out in crappy weather, but it's part of the trail. I'm guessing that mountain ridge over there is what I'm going to be following. Looks like a nice ridge, hopefully a nice ridge walk. And right now it's still clear, so it's cool. It looks like probably about 3 miles or so, 3 or 4 miles before I get there. Stream crossings aren't what they normally are. This is just normally probably dry actually here, but it's running good. So you gotta be a little bit careful. Shouldn't be doing this with a phone because these rocks are very slippery. So if I go in, I'll be right there to last. Oop, made it. Okay. That was fun. Gonna be plenty more of those today. I don't have to ford any streams or anything until Maine, but here I am in this cold water because the field is flooded because the river's overflowing up there. So I'm about knee deep here, just trying to get across this overflow to get to the other side. And this is nasty. Hopefully there's nothing sharp under there. Ouch. Oh well, all in the game. Got a bridge that I have to walk over. Running along Route 460 in Virginia, and it's going to go over the New River, the quite swollen New River. So this bridge here kind of reminds me of the one crossing over from Pennsylvania into New Jersey, up by the Delaware Water Gap. Not quite as busy though. That's Route 80. That's not a little bit busier than this. I'll let you see the river here. Hopefully you can see it through there. It's quite swollen from all the water. So I guess that's a good thing. It's been dry down here. And we'll be up there in those clouds pretty soon. See you later. Going right by the Celanese plant. And then we're turning left up ahead and going back under the highway. It's always interesting when you have a walk like this. This is another day of no views. I'm on top of a mountain with supposed to be a good vista, nice views. There's a rice field shelter down that way, and I don't have any need to stop there. I'm gonna keep on going about another 8 miles and do a campsite tonight. It'd be nice to be out of the rain, but I don't feel like dealing with the short day again. Can't do that, so that would, if I stopped here, it would only be 9 miles or something like that. So I got to keep going. So not much of a view, but it's kind of a calm, relaxing fog up here. So gotta enjoy whatever you got. An electric tower like this. It's wide at the top like normal, but then it goes down to a really narrow base. Strange. And the only thing holding it up is the cables. You can see the cables over on the corners. different construction than I've ever seen. There's a more conventional electric tower. Wide at the base. More stable looking to me, but I guess they have their reasons. So with the high humidity, the fog, I can hear the buzzing of the power lines overhead. Hopefully I won't be walking underneath them too long. Don't know what if any effect it would have on my electronics, my defibrillator, pacemaker, all that good stuff. So I don't feel anything, so I guess it's okay. No other choice. Looks like we're going maybe away from them now. That's good. Look how amazing, how green everything's turning now. That's about the only tree that I've seen that's starting to bud. But the grass and everything is just so lush here. Elevation's pretty low. I think we're about 3,000 or so. So that, I'm sure that helps. But it's finally popping out, looking good. A bright and beautiful sunshiny morning. Not, but it's I think it's day 52 beginning of, and it was a little chilly last night, not too bad. If this was a clear night, it would have been a gorgeous spot, because I've got a view to one side and a view to the other, so I would have got a sunrise and a sunset. But it's, as you can see, not any view anywhere, except for fog and wet. Shoes are soaking wet. Everything's soaking wet. Sleeping bag isn't bad, just damp from the fog. Tent is going to be just a mess, of course, as usual. So, could use a couple days without rain. That would be nice. Morning, or yesterday when I put a post up on how impressed I was with the green all around. We're back into a dead zone here today. There's a little bit, but it's funny, I guess a little bit higher elevation, perhaps, is what's responsible for it. Whatever it is, it's like this section is like a couple weeks behind where I was yesterday as far as the greenery goes. It's back to that brown. So I'm actually going down in elevation now, so possibly in a few minutes I'll be back into more of a green zone. But it's amazing to see the difference from one day to the next, like you're in a totally different, season. Really cool to see. All these little creeks and streams are like my feet. They're angry and swollen. They're just flowing so hard, and there's a lot of washouts on the trail. I'm not too bad right here, but back a ways I had to do some creative rock skipping to just make it through the trail. I didn't have to take off the shoes today so far, but I'm not downstream all the way, so it's only going to get worse as I go down, I'm sure. There hasn't been any water sources, unbelievably, in the past half a day or so, since yesterday afternoon. And so it was good to fill up this morning. I just filled up my water supply. Even though it's cool and rainy, you still need to drink, so it was good to do that. It sure is quick to fill up a bottle in that in that current. You just hold it there for a second. Only question is what's being washed downstream. But hopefully the filter does its job. We'll find out soon. See you later. The first one I've seen this season. Cool. And I just saw 3 whitetails. Nice sized deer off in the woods over there. They're gone already, that I heard me coming. Good to see life. This is a shelter that's closed down because of supposedly because of a lot of dead trees. There's a notice there that were caused by gypsy moth. But it looks to me like they took down all the dead trees. I don't know why. Like, all the big ones around are showing signs of life. All the other ones are taken down. It's a beautiful little shelter. Not very big. Some decorations there, a deer skull. And this one actually has a fireplace. Right there. Cool. And space for 1 up top, 2 at the bottom, and then the same on the other side. One up top and two on the bottom. It'd be nice if they could reopen it. I don't know why it's closed. I mean, you can use it during the day supposedly, but you're not allowed to stay overnight. So I'll show you the outside of it. And they have a nice privy out back. There's the outside. It's in nice shape, all stone, metal roof. Oh well, I guess they'll open it soon. That was a tough one to cross and stay dry. In order to do it, I had to hang kind of backwards off the bottom of this big tree and shimmy across that log on my feet while hanging backwards with my arms. That was fun. It's probably just normally a trickle, but like I say, oh man, this is a creek here and it's just flowing hard. That was cool. Glad I don't have to cross that. There's no way I could. If you step in there, you're just going to be swept away. This is what's known as the captain's. It's his house. It's a gentleman who lives in a private home on the other side over there. And he's got like picnic tables out back, and he lets people camp in his yard all over. Got picnic tables out front. A garbage can, which I was hoping to be able to get rid of some trash. And he's got the, I don't know if you can see it, this cable to cross over. There's a little swing seat. Zoom in. On the other side, right over, oops, too big. Let me try my pointer here. Right over there is a little swing seat that's held up to these cables, and you pull yourself across the river. But he's got a big closed sign over there. A little bit too dangerous with the water the way it is. So, gonna have to miss out on a landmark of the AT because of the weather. Sorry for the movement. That was because I had it on Zoom. It was switching like that. Cool. This is not a stream. This is the trail. Quite a few miles of it look like this today. The feet are just drenched. Try to get around it wherever I can, but inevitably you're stepping in the water. I mean, like right there, it's about 4 inches deep. And another pool up top there. Looks like a nice stream. Unfortunately, it's not. Combination today of wet and mud, and rocks like these. So the feet are shriveled up, I'm sure. Like when at the end of the day I pull off my shoes and oh, there's another one of those lizards. Pull off my shoes and my feet are white and just peeling and everything else. And now after that, now that they're soaked, walking on these rocks for the past approximately hour and a half. This is actually the smoothest it's been. So this isn't bad. But when you're walking on the rocks, your ankles are constantly being twisted and your toes are being jammed and your feet are going down in between rocks and getting squeezed. So the skin is just, you can just feel the skin on your feet just being torn at. So it's gonna be a rough day tomorrow, I'll bet you. Trying to wake up and get out on these feet. We'll see how it feels. Virginia's not known for its rocks, but this one section is quite fun. Should be good. So I was going to go about another 1.5 miles and make it about 21. So I'm gonna do a little change of plans here because I came down the hill to this shelter and nobody is here. And it looks like it was just redone not long ago. It's in really good shape. Looks like it'll sleep about 6 to 8. So I have plenty of room. It'll save me from pitching my tent again. I might hang it and let it dry a little bit overnight. And it's got a picnic table, so I'll be able to sit like a human being while I eat rather than cramped up in a wet tent. So I'm gonna splurge. I'll get up a little early tomorrow and hit the road and make up the 1.5 miles tomorrow and try to get my 20 plus tomorrow. So this looks like home for the night. There's a pile of cedar shingles too, so if I can get those going, I don't think so. They're mighty wet. That would be nice to have a little fire if I could though.